What is up, fellow nerds, and welcome back to the Dapper Snapper Gaming channel, and welcome back to Week 6 of the UNPL Fall Brawl Little Cup Tournament. This week we take on JMG, the coach of the Valiant Victinis, and we are fighting for our possible spot in playoffs, and so we really need to do well this time. Before we jump into it though, make sure to leave a like on the video and subscribe if you haven't already. And of course, here is the team that I'm going to be bringing today. And if you would like some more information about it, down in the description below, you'll find a document with why I did what I did. But without any further ado, let's jump right into the battle. All right, back in it once again. It has been a while since I have gotten to play. I did last week's battle quite ahead of time, and then now I'm doing this one kind of late, so it's definitely been a while. I did not get to prep for this week nearly as much as I wanted to. Both myself and the wife and the baby and everybody pretty much is sick, so we've been having a rough go at things for sure. But here we are. We are in the game, ready to go. I think my best lead, honestly, is going with this. But what do I want to be disguised as? I think Squirtle. Yeah, I think Squirtle. I'm trying to think clearly. It's like I said, it's been a rough go, so I'm not at 100% right now. I don't know if you can tell from my voice. And also, I am on my new computer. This is the first battle video even that I am doing on the new computer, so hopefully everything is working. I know that some of my settings didn't exactly port over, so some of this may be a little weird. That is the lead we wanted to see, though. So this is going to make him feel pretty safe staying in, I think. And so we led with Scarf, Zorua, Voltorb, Hisui, Burning Jealousy does a ton to this thing. So, and I believe I'm faster than this, I believe. So I think I just click that, turn 1. Yep. It does live, which is unfortunate. There's Volt Switch. We do live, at least, but we do give away that we are Scarf. But this thing is now heavily neutered, which is really good. That's good. It's surprising that this thing took that well, but I think I just minimum rolled if he's no bulk. So I think I just min rolled, because it does 80 to 100 to no bulk on one of those with no Eviolite. So either he's no, I think he's just no bulk and I just min rolled. So that's very unfortunate, because that did have a chance to KO. But in comes Torchic, which is definitely not a great thing to see. Like I said, my prep was definitely far from optimal this week. So yeah, it's not the best. So here I can do one of two things. I could go Dratini, or I could go hard into my my Squirtle. Squirtle's probably safer, because this thing doesn't get any like electric moves. It doesn't get anything crazy. So I think I'm just going to go hard into that. Save Zorua for later as a sack, probably. But getting big damage off on the Voltorb is pretty nice, honestly. So I'm okay with that. Fire Blast. Ooh. That probably wouldn't have done all that much, but either way, that's probably fine. Do we just Shell Smash here? Do we just Shell Smash? Let's look at what his team is. I mean, he probably can take a hit with Stunky, I'd imagine. I imagine Stunky can take a hit. But, I mean, most everything else is going to be taking a ton. Stunky. Surf has a chance. Oh, man, I feel like either we double switch predicting something else, or we just go ahead and Shell Smash now. Let's use this to break. There's no way you stay in now. So this should be a free shell smash, and we're gonna use this to be like an early game breaker, and then hopefully Litten can do some things in the end game. We'll see. Go axe you. That should be fine. So we're gonna go ahead and shell smash real quick. Ice beam should KO this, unless he's like Spadef, which I doubt it. Even with a Violite, if he's no bulk, but with a Violite, this does 123% minimum. So I'm just gonna click Ice Beam and not really think about it. I think that has to be the play. Yeah, I felt like Shell Smash Squirtle was really good in this matchup. First impression, ooh, interesting tech. I like it. Could have Shell Smashed again, actually, if I had predicted that. But that's fine. He gets some damage off. We should be faster than anything, barring a Scarfer. He could go Stunky here, though, which could be tough, because I believe that does get Sucker Punch. But the Axew is gone, which is good. So Squirtle Squad is real. So Axew is gone. So we're doing okay. We're doing okay. This thing is pretty strong. Like I said, I wanted to go ahead and get some early damage off, and taking out Axew is definitely fantastic. So yeah, I think this is good. Voltorb is low, which is good. Stunky really, I think, is the only other issue, because yeah, if it's Eviolite, even with no bulk, it has a chance to live a Surf. It does 82 to 104, so the chance isn't great. Yeah, that's what we see. Honestly, so here's the thing: do we call the Sucker? Because that's honestly kind of where I'm at. Is do we try to predict the Sucker Punch and go for Shell Smash? Because surely this thing has it, right? I mean, this thing definitely gets it. So, this is tough. This is tough. Do we call the Sucker? I kind of feel like we have to, right? Because Sucker definitely KOs at this range. Sucker does 28 to 33, actually. Sucker does 28 to 33. Let's go Surf. He doesn't Sucker. Okay. Then we made the right call there. It does live. Yep, he goes for knockoff. We don't live that. Okay, but we do a ton to this, which is really good. So Stunky takes 1 KO, but Squirtle definitely did some big damage there, which is good. So we could go Dratini now, I suppose. This does confirm that he is likely a Violite on this in order to live that. But I think Dratini might be the play here to get a Scale Shot off, because honestly the biggest issue with getting off these Scale Shots was going to be Sucker Punch from this. And so this gets that out of there, which is pretty nice. So yeah, I think we go ahead and just Scale Shot here. He could go hard into Snubble. Gra, that's probably Snubble. Yeah, it is. And yeah, this thing is a bit of a threat. Definitely is a threat. I've got to get out of here. We could go into... no, why would I go into that? I feel like I have to go... I mean, Litten might be okay, just because of the Intimidate. Litten might be okay. Or we could go this, try to get screens up, and then set up Litten afterwards. I think we go this. Excuse me, guys. Like I said, I'm... the rest of the people in the house are hopefully starting to be on the mend. The baby has RSV, and the wife isn't doing so great. Earthquake, so that caught either way. Oh, that's unfortunate. Very unfortunate. What do we do about that? What do we do about that? That kind of sucks. I feel like I need to keep Zorua for its scarf, honestly. But this thing is super slow. I'm wondering if I can get a reflect. I don't think I'm faster than this, though. I mean, Snubble's slow. Well, no. Snubble's really slow. How much speed does this thing have? I mean, technically I should be able to outspeed this. Okay, does switch. But we get a reflect, which is nice. What are you going to? McNugget? What is that? Torchic? Okay. That's fine. This should be able to help me get Litten in, I believe. Which should help, I think. So reflect is up. We can go Litten after this. I believe we let this go, right? Or do we just try to set rocks while he possibly protects, maybe? I feel like we just have to get rocks up here. The only thing is if this thing is like Sword Stance or something, that could be a bit of a problem. Or well, he's special, so he's probably not. So, that is unfortunate. This isn't great. This isn't great. Look light screen. We probably don't live here. Yeah, he goes Fire Blast. Does knock us out, so Torchic's gonna get a KO there. And it is gonna be at +1 speed. So Torchic +1 speed. Zorua outspeeds it. How much do I do? Probably not enough. So I probably have to go Dratini here. Yeah, I think I have to go Dratini. And then... Okay, so if I go Dratini, and then he goes back into Snubble, if I'm at neutral, I mean, he's still doing a lot. But I feel like D-Dance is probably the play here, because we know that he feels pretty safe doing that. The other option would be to double into Litten, because we know that he's going to switch out first. I feel like doubling into Litten is pretty safe, so that's what I'm going to do. He didn't do it. He didn't do it, because otherwise he would have switched first. That's so strange. I'm just wondering what he's... Will-O-Wisp. Okay, I mean that's fine, actually. That works. So, I mean, you can't really touch me, can you? You can't really touch me. So I feel like we could SD, maybe? That way we're at +1. I mean, we're doing nothing to Snubble at that point, but still, I feel like we have to SD here and not Terra. Yeah, let's SD, not Terra. He's normal Terra Blast. That does a lot. But it's not a 2-hit KO. So we're +2 into a Torchic. Terra Blast is my only move that KOs here. I think I'm throwing away the end game here, but I don't have a better option, I don't think. Yeah, we're just gonna go ahead and Terra Blast. because I can't get the speed boost off. It's not enough to KO. This thing's really strong. Torchic's really strong, so it's hard to deal with it. And special definitely makes it even worse. So that's not great. Terrablast again is neutral here, so we should live. Yep, we do live on 1. +2 Terrablast in theory should KO this. It does. Okay, so Torchic's gone, which is good. Litten taking a KO here is good. But we live on 1 once again, which is ridiculous because last week, of course, if you remember the spoiler alert for that, the last 2 turns in a row I lived on 1 HP. And Litten was one of those mons that did that, which is kind of crazy. So it's crazy that we've done that now 3 times in the past 2 weeks. Is there a point in saving this? Excuse me, is the question. Honestly, I don't know that there is, but I do think that my I mean, but at the same time, like, what are you doing to Dratini? What are you doing to Dratini? I could save this for Intimidate to go back into the Snubble. I feel like I can go into... I mean, I'm going to have to take 2 hits, though. It's the only thing. So I could sack this, then go Dratini for a... I mean, but Snubble is still around. Is the only thing. Snubble being around is super annoying. But that's why I have this, I guess. So I guess let's sack this. I don't want to, but I think having the Intimidate on Litten could be good, and could help me to get the Dratini maybe in the end game. Yeah, there's the Volt Switch, so he does have to reveal what he wants to go into, which I guess works out in my favor. But okay, and we learn he's Life Orb too. I don't know. I didn't have a great play there, because no matter what, if I went into Dratini, then he just goes into Snubble, and I'm back where I was. And Dratini has a bunch of extra damage on it, but I don't know. I'm in a rough position here, regardless. Pick-a-Peck is gonna be insane, and I honestly don't know if I have any way to deal with that. Honor, that's probably the Pick-a-Peck. Yeah, that's probably that. So I think I have to go back into this to get the Intimidate off. Yeah, let's go back into this to get the Intimidate off. But yeah, like I said, it's not looking great for your boy. I don't think it's looking great. So I think we click Flame Charge here on the off chance that he decides to... Yeah, so he does U-turn. And Litten is going to go down. So again, we get to see what he wants to go into. He gets rid of the -1, which is super annoying. So I think this might be a wrap here. I just don't have great answers. Like I said, this team was not able to be tested like what I would have wanted. So I just think he just kind of goes Volt Switch and U-turn and all of that all he wants, and I don't think there's a whole lot that I can do about it. Let's see, Snubble. Even without Intimidate, this thing does all of the damage to me. So I think I have to go into this. Which, you know, is not optimal, obviously. And Poison Jab does not KO here, I don't think. If he's like no bulk and all offensive, no Eviolite, then it would actually KO. Yeah, if he's no if he's no bulk at all and no Eviolite, then this does actually KO here. But we're gonna click that. We are faster, of course. Yeah, he's super bulky. Yeah, and we don't live that. Super unfortunate. Like I said, I just didn't have answers. I didn't have anything for his team. So it's just not optimal, obviously. And pretty sure Play Rough will just OHKO this as well. Yeah, it will. Literally, my only win con here, I think, would be him missing a Play Rough. I think that's literally the only way that I could win here. So I think I honestly think I have to kind of play for the Play Rough miss. And I mean, because we're just not going to get another chance on this, I don't think. Ironhead is also an option, I suppose. Ironhead should do a good chunk to this. Let's just Ironhead. Just sack what's in front of us. It doesn't do it. Yeah, I mean, hits it. So, of course, we just can't quite get it through. Dratini has really let me down this season. It just didn't really do anything. So, yeah, I got destroyed. And I believe that is going to be all for our season. So, we have one more game next week, but I believe with this loss, we are guaranteed out of playoffs, which is super unfortunate. We haven't made playoffs in a while, and it's becoming a little discouraging. But hopefully, we'll be able to bounce back whenever we play again. And it is what it is. I definitely could have. I probably could have played the mid game a little bit better. Maybe not sacking Zoroa was the play, but I mean, he still had Stunky around, so that could have dealt with it. I just don't think I had anything for his offense there. So he just had too much pressure, and I wasn't able to fight it off. So it is what it is. But yeah, GG's to my opponent. Big win for him. And like I said, we got one more week, and then we're done with Fall Brawl, and then season 6 of UNPL will be coming along at some point in the future, and of course more info on that to come. But until next time, stay safe out there, stay healthy. We'll see you later. Bye-bye.